We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Joining here as always my brother Tim. And today we get some college football. We get some college basketball. We get some NBA and we get some NHL. We have a lot of stuff to go over for today. But before we get into today's slate, before we look at today's game, we always take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong. And it was another profitable day for me. I finished up about a unit. NHL went 1-1, down 2.02 units. The over in Colorado absolutely smashed as that game finishes 7-3. Winnipeg comes up short, losing 3-2 to Vancouver at a -102. So it is what it is. In the NBA for me, I went 2-3-1 winners on the over in the Brooklyn game and the Boston Celtics -1. Losers on the under in Charlotte, the Warriors -7.5 and the Nets -12, and a push on the Mavericks +8 as they lose 112-104 against the Suns last night. I got lucky at the end of the game. I forgot who was shooting the free throws, but they were up to 112-104, and Phoenix missed both free throws, allowing for the push. So, and then overall, wasn't a great day in college basketball, but I'll let Tim break down those college basketball games. How was your day yesterday, Tim?
Overall on the site, it was our first not profitable day in like 4 or 5 days. And it was a 13-17 day. We had 30 plays up. 13 wins, 17 losses. It's not a big deal. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. NBA sucked. I was doing really well, and then a 1-4 night. I got a win from that Orlando over, and that's it. Lakers, Boston went way over the total. Indiana and Charlotte went way over the total. Denver decided to not show up at home for the second day in a row. And the Kings decided not to show up in the second half or in the second quarter, third quarter, the game. They lost by a bunch as well. So 1-4 there. College football, freaking Arizona actually scored something. And I lost the under in that game. And then Memphis and Houston, high-powered offenses, couldn't get nothing done. So double losses there in college football. The only hockey play that Nick put up on the site was the Winnipeg game. That one was a loser. And the only thing that was profitable yesterday was college basketball. We went 12-10 in college basketball yesterday. Sure. Even if it was slightly profitable, it was still profitable. Losses from Memphis -14.5, Colorado -6.5, Tennessee +10.5, Georgia +5.5. San Diego blew like a 20-point lead and lost the game straight up. That was frustrating. Under in the Wichita game that went to overtime, but overtime kind of saved like 3 of our other bets. Rice -8.5 was a loser. Hanford and Wofford went under the total by 3 points. That was a loser. Fordham lost straight up to Maryland East Shore as 15.5-point dogs, I want to say. I don't remember, but I know they didn't cover that 15.5. And earlier on the day, the Bradley-Colorado State game over was not even close. Winners, though, the under in that Bama game, winner by like 4.5 points. Middle Tennessee and Stephen F. Austin over, cashed. Cal Poly and Santa Clara, cashed. UTEP and Pacific, cashed. UMass Lowell, +3.5, cashed. That the overtime helped us in that Maryland East Shore game. Will go over. Same with that Robert Morris game, go over. That Gonzaga game under, cashed. Radford and Furman cashed the over. Utah State, I could have cashed the money line. I think they won by like 40. Northeastern got it done, and the over in the East Carolina and Old Dominion game got it done as well. So a 12-10 college basketball day. We are still number 1 in college basketball on picks and parlays, 68-48 to start the year, up 15.5 units. So really, really strong start in college basketball.
Yeah, and by the way, Tim, looking back at it, one of the games you mentioned to me that we lost yesterday, if you put it in correctly, it should have been New Orleans +8.5, not Rice -8.5.
Oops. I don't know
So
why.
that one caught me by surprise. I'm like, no, I won that game. I know I did. I had New Orleans plus the 8.5, and yeah, it was supposed to be that.
I don't know.
Oh well. But anyway.
All right, let's go to the chat, and then we'll start off with the stuff for today. Morning, guys. Let's get money day. Let's get it. Let's get it, KG. Clippers and Kings let me down. Kings did too. Yep. Good morning. Let's get this money. Let's get it. Chelsea or Brady?
Chiesa or Brady? Give me Sean Brady. Give me Sean Brady on that one.
What is this for?
Co-main event for UFC tonight.
Oh,
I didn't bet it, but give me Sean Brady.
A guy named Kevin Holland.
Big mouth, Trailblazer.
Cashed out with the Nets over 209. Yep, me too. Hornets, yeah. I had the under in that game, did not hit. OKC plus 13. Nice. And Pistons plus. I'm so mad I did not grab the Pistons plus 9.5 or the plus 7. I really should have. That was a mistake on my part. Army or UMass? Do you have the line?
Is that football or is that basketball?
I believe it's basketball. I remember timing it up.
It's football. It's football.
It is football.
Army is, geez, stay off this game. Army's a 36-point favorite.
I was about to say guys. Army does. Army.
I lean towards Army though. I have power ranked minus 41.5.
I'm like, I knew Army played basketball today too. Army plays LaSella, and I didn't like it. Yeah, football. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll lean towards laying the points with Army. I'm not touching the Minutemen there.
Fair enough. We'll jump into. So what we're going to do today, we got 2 college basketballs lined up. If you guys have any other questions about any other college basketball game, leave them in the chat. We got 3 college football games lined up. If you have any other comments about any other football game, leave them in the chat. We're going to go over the entire NHL and NBA slate, and then that will be the show for today. Bama on senior night in football. Who are they against?
Arkansas. They're 20.5-point favorites. I have them power ranked at.
Probably lean towards Arkansas.
20. Game, so I think that game was priced about right.
Yeah, no real value on that one. But we'll go ahead and go over some of the. So the games that we go over for the stream will be more of the extra games, games that come out in the morning that we don't put up the night before. We'll still go ahead and start off in this game, Nick.
Yeah, we got some Raiders and Orange in this one here. Colgate Raiders are at the Syracuse Orange in this one here. Orange 11-point home favorites in this game. Total of 149. I'll let you break down some college basketball, and I'll break down the college football.
Yeah, I will say we're, about 11 days into the NBA college basketball season, and I've already bet against my 3 favorite colleges from growing up or from childhood, and then where Nick goes to school. I bet against ECU, which was a loser. I'm going to be betting against Syracuse. I got Colgate plus 11, and I'm going to be betting against North Carolina today. But I got Colgate plus 10.5. It's more of a value play here. I still think Syracuse wins the game. I just think that they don't cover that big spread. Colgate has kept things close. They kept close against a good NC State team. So I think that this one remains close as well. I know it's very tough to go into the Dome and play, but I think this game remains close. And I think the Colgate covers the 10.5-point spread versus Syracuse.
Yeah, I agree.
I have this one lined around Syracuse minus 5.5. Sorry, forgot to mention that part.
Yeah. Colgate's one of those teams that'll stay in games like that.
Yep. That they will. We'll go ahead and move. Dang. Suppness. All right, we're good. So, yeah, I mean, that wasn't a bad play. I personally bet the under, so I didn't bet a side in that game.
Yeah. Now we'll be looking at some Seahawks and Hornets here. UNC Wilmington's at Delaware State. Wilmington 9-point road favorites in this game, a total of 144. Your thoughts on this one, Tim?
Yeah, this is another one of the spots. Actually, I don't remember what we had in this game. I just typed it up too. Okay, I got it. We got the under in this game. Sorry, you know what? I typed up 9, 5, 7. I can't do math. If 21 college basketball plays from between last night and tonight, I can't remember every single one. I got the under in this game. We actually have it lined around a 128. So we think this one goes way under this total. This is a spot where these two teams are not particularly good. This will be Delaware State's second they played 4 games. They played only 1 against a Division I team. So I think it's going to be a tough game for them. It's against a UNCW team. I think defense gets played. I think this one goes way under the total. That it ends up finishing like 62-51 or something in that nature. So low scoring game, going under the 144 in this one.
Fair enough.
Seattle Kings and the Mavs. Field goal. Damn, that sucks. We'll go ahead and move on to college football. I have one game that I like in these 3, but I'll let Nick go over these two first.
Yeah, we're going to extend our Tuesday and Wednesdays out to Saturday here. We get some action. Kent State Golden Flashes are at the Akron Zips. I love these school names. The Golden Flashes are 5-5 this season. All right, no, my bad. They're 13.5-point road favorites, total of 72. They're 5-5 this season. They can clinch a bowl game with a win here. They're 4-6 against the spread, 4-6 over under, 1-5 away from home though. They're not a good road team. On the other side, Akron's 2-8 with a 5-5 ATS record, 5-4-1 over under, 1-4 at home. Looking at Kent State, they are coming in off of a 54-30 loss versus CMU after beating NIU 52-47. And looking at this Akron team, don't look now. Since they got blown out by Buffalo 45-10 that one game, their offense has picked it up. They lost 31-25 against Ball State, covered a 20-point spread, and they took Western Michigan down to the wire last week, losing 45-40 as 26-point road dogs. And it was because I believe they switched their quarterback a couple weeks ago, and he's actually run this offense pretty well. I like the Zips in this matchup here. I think 13.5 is too many points in this game. I had this game projected at around 10. So I think that we're getting around 3.5 points of value on this line here with the Zips. So I'm going to go with Akron here plus the 13.5 at 12 o'clock today.
There you go. I'll go ahead and send you this game as well.
Yeah, this is the other game I would looked at. And I did the free pick video on this one last night, and the line's shifted a 0.5 point since I've done it. South Alabama Jaguars are at the Tennessee Volunteers. Both teams are 5-5. Tennessee 27.5-point home favorites in this game, total 61.5. South Alabama 5-5, 4-6 against the spread. 5-5 over under this year. They're 1-4 away from home. Tennessee's 5-5, 4-6, 7-3 over under, 3-3 at home this year. South Alabama is coming in off of a bad loss against App State, 31-7, where they did not cover a 21.5-point spread. Tennessee is coming in off of a 41-17 loss against UGA. They did not cover a 19-point spread, but they did beat a really good Kentucky team the week before. I plain and simply thought this was too many points. I got Tennessee at I got South Alabama at plus 28 in this game. It's now down to 27.5. I had this game projected around 23, so I think this game is going to be closer than people think. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars here, plus the 27.5, plus 28 against Tennessee in this one.
Yeah, I don't hate that. We do have one other college football game that I was looking at because you kind of have to look at this one. Michigan State. Yeah, it's a big matchup. Number 7, Michigan State. Number 4, Ohio State. And this one's an 18.5-point spread. Total of 69. I know Marcos is in the chat. He's from Michigan. I think it's a Sparty party today. I even think an upset. I grabbed Michigan. I like Michigan State plus 18.5. Wouldn't mind sprinkling a little bit on that money line. Last time I checked, it was a 660. Where did it go? That's basketball. That's why I can't find the football game. Hold on. It's now a 670. I don't mind it. I really don't. These two teams both have played really, really well this year. Michigan State's only loss this year was to Purdue, which was after a big win against Michigan. So not really concerned about that one. Ohio State lost to Oregon, which is in the top 3. this is two teams that are high level and they're fighting for that playoff spot. I think Michigan State at minimum covers a humongous 18.5 point spread, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an upset in Ohio State today.
Yeah, looking at this one for me, I've been looking at this game all week. I didn't get a play on it, but if I had to, have to be the Buckeyes here. This line's telling us Buckeyes. It's at 18.5. I mean, this is the number 4 versus the number 7 team in the nation, and it's a 4.5, or it's an 18.5. Yeah, I think this is Ohio State or nothing in this spot. I see this being a 3-touchdown game. CJ Stroud is going to have this be a statement game towards his Heisman campaign, and I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'd also lean towards the over in this one. I think both teams do score points. But I see this similar to last week when Ohio State played Purdue, where they absolutely scored, feels like every single drive against them when they won 59-31. I think this is Ohio State or nothing in this game for me. You're muted.
Sorry, there was a dog running around. I still think Michigan State's the play in that one for me. But we'll go back to the chat before we head over to some hockey for the day. Marcos in the chat. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash day. Hit the like button, show some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Damn right. Listen to Marcos every single day. Earle Roberts, college basketball, blowout and hit under 147 today. How about old Earle Bob? Do we have anything with them today? I don't know if we do. Yeah, I don't think we do.
No, I don't think we have any Earle today. No, we have it projected at 11.5 and 155.
Yep, no Earle Bob for us. I haven't been betting on college football, but today I'm gonna with Purdue -11, Michigan State +19, Baylor +1. You also added the Jazz as a 4-team parlay to see if it catches. Good luck today. Yeah, good luck.
I just feel like Michigan could potentially be that public dog of the day.
We'll see. Well, it's going to be one of the more bet games of the day, so I can understand why. Cincinnati run line or Cincinnati football versus SMU. I believe that is a 12-point spread.
Yeah, I was looking towards SMU all week.
Yeah, we didn't bet that one. But Michigan, yes, I'm all over Michigan State. MSU all day, points in the money line. Of course, Marcos is on them. Cincinnati and SMU. Yeah.
Now that it's a 10, I would lean more towards Cincinnati. But when it was a 12.5 all week, that was an SMU play.
Purdue not ranked. I know Purdue's not ranked, but their Michigan State's loss to Purdue came right after the week against Michigan. That's called a letdown spot. We kind of had that one predicted pretty much the entire week. So, no, we understand the Purdue game. After facing a big rival, it makes sense that they have a letdown spot.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and head over to the realms of the NHL. Try to run through these. There's a big slate. What is it, 11 games?
Yeah, something along those lines.
We'll go ahead.
Yeah, 11.
We'll go ahead and start off in Tampa Bay. The Lightning are hosting the New Jersey Devils in this game. Lightning around a 195 favorite. Total of 5.5. New Jersey 7-5, 1-2. Tampa Bay 9-3, 2-1. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
This was a dog or pass spot for me, and I ended up passing on this game. I had this game lined around -195, -200, so I guess that this line does make sense for me. But New Jersey, they have cooled off a little bit. They've lost 3 games in a row. They lost 5-2 to Boston, 4-3 in a shootout to New York, the Rangers, and lost 4-1 the other night versus Florida. And this is going to be a tough game for them in Tampa Bay here. I want honestly nothing to do with this game. Even though Tampa Bay has been playing much better as of late, they are coming in winning 3 straight, 4 of their last 5, and 7 of their last 9. They're coming off of a 4-3 shootout win versus the Philadelphia Flyers. They beat the Islanders 4-1. They've beat the Panthers 3-2. They lost in overtime to Carolina. They lost in overtime to Toronto. So the 2 games they have lost recently have been to really good teams. And I want nothing to do with this game, though, because I don't feel like laying -200 with the Lightning here. I just feel like that price is a little too much. So this was a pass for me.
No, I feel that. That's all right. Well, then we'll just keep going. We'll try to run through these games. Carolina Hurricanes -160 favorites at the Los Angeles Kings. Total of 5.5. Hurricanes still the best team in hockey. 13-2. Kings 8-6-2 this year. Are the Hurricanes going to keep rolling?
This is another one I didn't get to. Looking at this game, Carolina is 7-1 away from PNC Arena. They've been very good on the road this year. They're coming off of a 2-1 grind them out style win against the Anaheim Ducks, snapping their point streak. They beat Vegas 4-2. They beat St. Louis 3-2. The last time they lost the game was at home to Philadelphia. This would be a dog or pass spot for me. Once again, I had this game ranked more like -125, -130 for Carolina. I just think this line's a bit too wide in this spot. And this is also, I believe, the third game of a West Coast road trip here for Carolina. And LA's not been terrible lately. They played a really good game. The score doesn't show it, but they played a good game against Washington. It was 0-0 until around 3.5 minutes left in the game, and they got a goal, and then they got an empty net goal. This is also a lean towards the under in this game. The Kings have gone under in 7 of their last 8 games, and Carolina is a really good under team. They've gone under in 4 of their last 5, and the only one they haven't gone under was a push. They lead the NHL with 1.87 goals allowed per game. Freddie Anderson's looked absolutely fantastic this year. So this would probably be an under or nothing for me, and I might add this to my card later in the day.
Hey, there you go. I know Hurricanes. I know that you liked them to win the Stanley Cup earlier on in the year. So.
I still think they do. My biggest question mark has been answered with this Carolina Hurricanes, and that was goaltending. Frederick Anderson's looked absolutely fantastic.
Fair enough. All right, Lex Steele has a bunch of college basketball plays. UConn -16 in the first half. We don't really mess with first halves, and UConn is like a big number. Yeah, UConn, we have around 31-point favorites. I don't know what the line is like real time, but not really interested in that one. Bryant -8.5. We have them at 6. Have them at 18.5. So split that in half. We would probably have that around 9. So that's fine there. Team total under for Monmouth. I gotta figure this one out. What is Monmouth? Where are they in the list? Let's see if I can find them.
No idea.
I'm looking because I remember typing in Monmouth. You know, that might be an earlier game. Yeah, it's the first game. We have the total at 145.5.
And a pick 'em. So I guess, I don't know, Quinnipiac -14. Quinnipiac. We have them -15.5. So yeah, lean there. Richmond over the 144. That one I know we have bet, and no, we don't. Do we? I thought I had Richmond. I guess I didn't have Richmond. No, we don't. And I don't have a total for that game. Not enough info for that one yet. Stanford over 138. Treat. I keep trying to. That one we have around a 140. So yeah, I guess I'll lean towards the over on that number, but nothing enough. Villanova 137. See where Villanova. Sorry, I have to keep scrolling through my list whenever I get one. And Nova's probably favorited today. Are they? Be a lean towards Tennessee at the +2.5.
There you go. But he has the total. We don't have a total for that game. There's not enough information. And Austin Peay +8. We don't have anything for that one as well. What's up, Twins? What's up, Francisco? Go Michigan State +19.5. I like it. Iowa Hawkeyes, Nick, today in football.
Let's see. I believe I have them projected as 15-point favorites, and they are. Let me get my college football lines up. They are 12-point favorites. Lean towards the Hawkeyes in that one.
There you go. Gave you a like. Appreciate it. What's up, Bethany? Bethany? Morning. College is unpredictable. College basketball or football? Because, college basketball, we've been doing pretty solid to start off the year. It's the conference play that's going to get a little bit wonky. But we'll go ahead and keep moving on with some more hockey. Minnesota Wild at Florida in this game. Florida's about a 140 favorite, total of 6. Minnesota Wild 11-5 today, 12-1-2 for the Panthers. Where are you going in this one, Nick?
Yeah, I guess it'd be a lean towards the Panthers in this spot for me. Once again, not enough value for me to get involved in this game. And plus, Florida's 9-0 at home this year. They are looking very solid at home. Spencer Knight's projected in that. He has struggled a little bit as of late. He's going to be most likely going up against Cam Talbot. If I had to get to this game, maybe Florida in regulation, Florida puck line, something along those lines. I don't know if I want to go with a total in this spot here. Florida's been trending a little bit more towards unders as of late, going under in 3 or 4. And we know how good of an over team this Minnesota team is, but that's usually at home when they go over more. So no lean on the total. I lean towards the home favorite in this one, either in regulation or on the puck line. I didn't bet either, though.
Fair enough. I know some people. Bethany said Panthers minus 1.5.
I don't hate that.
Miss Danica says the New York-Houston game went up to 213, still trending over. It's trending over, but still like to go under. I have my line for it. It's at 203. That means I'm only going to get more value on it. I still think this game goes way under. Both these two teams heavy trending on the lately. So, yeah, especially New York. New York's been the heavy trending under team. But I like the under in this game. It's one of my favorite NBA plays today.
Sounds good.
We'll go ahead and keep moving on. Nashville Predators at the Montreal Canadiens. Nashville is a 130 favorite in this game, total of 5.5. Nashville 9-6-1 this year. Montreal 4-13-2. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Yeah, I didn't get to anything in this game as well. All my plays are later in the day, I've noticed, for the NHL. I'm looking at a couple of spots earlier in the day, depending on how my 12 o'clock games go. But looking at this game, I guess it's a lean towards Nashville. I don't feel like I can realistically find a reason to back this Montreal team right now, especially the way they've been playing. And I think they're expecting Montembeault to be in net today, who is 0-3-1 with a 371 goals allowed average and an 892 save percentage, which is terrible this year. And I would say probably if I had to go anywhere in this game, team total under for the Montreal Canadiens, as they continue to struggle to score goals. They haven't put up more than 2 goals in the last 4 games and in the last 7 of 8. So if you can get a team total under 2.5 here with the Montreal Canadiens, UC Saros has looked really good in net so far this year. It's even money for team total under 2.5 here for these Montreal Canadiens. I'm super tempted on that line. You may see me come out with something. I already have a lot of action today, so I'll see how my early stuff goes. But if my early stuff goes good, check the community post. I may be posting an under in the Carolina game and a team total under for Montreal at 2.5 in this spot if it were to get to that. Or if I do end up getting to those plays, but I can only look towards the team total under for Montreal.
I got you. That sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and back to the chat for just a second. Under in that game. Yes, Nashville, Montreal under. There you go. We get to keep moving on. We get the Pittsburgh Penguins in Toronto taking on the Maple Leafs. 170 favorite are the Leafs. 5.5 is the total. 6-1-3 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 12-5-1 for the Leafs. Where are you going in this one, Nick?
I think this is the last game I'm passing on for a couple games, and I'm going to have some plays on some other these next few games. These are two teams that I haven't really been betting on this year. Pittsburgh, I bet on them a little bit in the beginning of the season when they were doing pretty decent, but somehow, some way, this Pittsburgh's team's looked worse since Sidney Crosby came back. I don't know how. They did get a 6-0 win and a nice little bounce back spot in their last game. 6-0 against a Canadiens team that has done absolutely nothing. Toronto, I mean, If you want to get involved in Toronto, I'm not going to blame you here. Toronto's look actually fantastic lately. They've won 5 straight games in 9 of their last 10. And this is a Toronto team that's now starting to play a lot better of hockey. And I wouldn't blame you for taking the Leafs money line, Leafs puck line, Leafs regulation line, something along those lines there. That's probably the only place I could go in this game. I'm not touching Pittsburgh right now.
Nah, that's fair. I know Toronto been playing a little bit better as of late, so wouldn't mind that. I think 170 is just a little bit too high for me.
It would have to be in regulation.
Yeah. Leafs money line, Cindy.
Cindy? Oh, Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, okay. I know you're excited for this next one because finally, the Islanders are home in this game. It's a pick'em. It's a pick'em game against Calgary. Total of 5.5, 9-3-5 for Calgary, 5-6-1-1 for the Islanders. They're finally home. I know you've been waiting for this game. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is, I think, the only game so far this season that I knew what I was going to be betting a week before the game actually happened. This is 100% a situational spot here for me. My numbers were kind of out of the window for this game. I'm just going to put that one out there now. I'm on the Islanders money line in this game. This is their first game in UBS Arena. After starting the year 5-6-2 on the road, they finally get to come home to the Island. Give me the Islanders on the money line here. Minus 110 is an absolute steal for this Islanders team here that I think is going to be absolutely pumped now come tomorrow when they play Toronto on a back-to-back. Maybe. But I think this is Calgary's last game of a West Coast road trip as well.
East Coast
road trip as well. So this is probably a flat spot where they're looking to go home, and the Islanders just got home. So, I'm on the Islanders money line in this one. I'm super pumped to see this game. I want to sit down and watch this game too, which I don't watch many games, but this is a game I want to sit down and watch just to hear that Islanders crowd again.
Oh yeah, I understand that one. And you got to kind of take them at this point. That's kind of like the best spot for the Islanders all
season long
year. So yeah, let's do it. Run it. Hurricanes money line.
I lean towards the Kings, to be completely honest, in that game.
Fair enough. Kings plus a goal and a half.
Yes.
Calgary is so good in the run away, and Islanders are God in home. Stay away. Everything can happen. Miss Tavares is wearing Isles colors.
That'll be tomorrow when John Tavares plays his first away game in UBS Arena against the Islanders. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be a fun game to watch as well.
Yeah, they'll probably have a tribute thing up on the board too.
No, he's been gone for a few years.
Oh, okay. So he has played against them. Never mind.
He has played against them, but not in their new arena.
Fair enough. We get to go on to another game. Boston Bruins in Philadelphia facing the Flyers. Boston Bruins minus 130 favorite in this game. Total of 5.5. Bruins 8-5 this year. 8-4, 1-2 for the Flyers. How about this game, Nick?
I think this line's priced around correctly. I had this game around minus 125 for Boston in this spot here. Both these teams, I mean, looking at Philadelphia, they've actually exceeded expectations for me so far this season. They did lose last game 4-3 versus Tampa Bay. They're 8-4-3, and I didn't expect them to be that great this year. And they're 10-5 ATS, so they're covering puck lines. I stayed off this game. Boston on the road is not something I particularly trust. And Philadelphia at home, I think, is significantly better. At least Carter Hart's significantly better at home. So I guess it's a lean towards the home dog in this spot if I had to go anywhere in this game. But once again, I didn't get to too much on this hockey slate. So I got to a lot of later games. So I'll have plays on, I think, some of the decent amount of the next games here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the last 5 games. So all my plays are at the end here. This is just not one of them.
Fair enough. Don't have to get to everything. back to
But I may have
chat.
a few additional plays later in the day on the community posts.
There you go. How's it going, guys? Looking for a sweep. All of us are. You have Tampa Bay, Detroit, St. Louis plus a goal and a half, and Carolina kind of tempted on taking out Carolina and Detroit.
Okay. Tampa Bay. I don't mind Tampa Bay. This is a parlay, right? But I was going to say St. Louis plus a goal and a half is going to be minus 245.
Probably then.
Detroit, we'll get to that one next. And Carolina, I'm not a huge fan of Carolina today. I'd go under or LA in that game first.
Fair enough. Over in the Edmonton game.
We'll get to that one a little bit later. That's the second to last game on the slate.
Pasta and Bergie to score.
Don't hate it. I mean, you can never talk me. I'll never talk you off of point props for Boston top line players. That's just
fair enough. Anyone liking Michigan State plus 19.5? I do as a personal play. It's not going to be up on the site.
Yeah, I'm leaning the other way with Ohio State.
All right. Well, now, as Nick likes to say, we get the best team in hockey. We get the Arizona Coyotes hosting the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit about a 145 home road dog. Road favorite. Sorry.
Road favorite,
yeah, road favorite. Let me talk. Total of 5.5 in this game. Detroit 8-9-2 this year. Arizona 2-13-0-2. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, I was looking a little bit at this game. I do have a play on this one. I was looking at it, and I saw Detroit on the road, which I don't like Detroit on the road particularly. They're 3-7 away from home this year, and they're minus 145 favorites. I understand Arizona's been bad. I know. But Wedgwood's looked pretty good in between the pipes here for these Arizona Coyotes. He's 2-3-2. He's gotten both their wins, 264 save percentage, or goals allowed average, a 915 save percentage. He has a better save percentage and a better goals allowed average than Nedeljkovic, their opponent. I just saw a comment in the chat, and this does feel like a
stop it. Get some help.
There you go.
But not for this sports better. Give me the Arizona money line in this game. I think they get a home win today, or at the very least, if you don't want to lay the plus or if you don't want to play the money line, they're minus 195 on the plus 1.5. But I think Arizona gets the job done today. I like them as a home dog in this spot. Give me the Arizona Coyotes in this game.
Hey, scared money don't make money. I like it. Someone's name is Pasta.
David Pastrnak.
Sorry.
Pasquaretti. That's Vegas.
Yeah, okay. I knew a player. Yesterday, Bulls, Dallas, 8-point and went under. Vancouver winner.
There you go.
1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah.
Under 5.5.
Yeah, I'll lean that way.
UTSA football. I like money line, but not going to sweat points. Who do they face today?
See, they are playing UAB, and I think they're around 4.5 point favorite. I'll lean towards UTSA in that matchup. Did not bet it.
Under. Yeah, under in that one game. That's fun. And then calm down, 1-800-GAMBLER on that Coyotes game. No, it's not. It's up on the site. Just saying. Nick's the idiot that puts them up, but we'll go ahead and move on. We'll go ahead and put them. Keep on going. St. Louis Blues on the road in Dallas facing the Stars. A 115 favorite, so slight favorites for Dallas. Total of 5.5 in this game. 9-5, 1-1 for St. Louis. 6-7, 1-1 for Dallas. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Looking at this matchup here, when I said that I had plays in 4 of the last 5 games, this was the one I don't. It would be a lean towards the over in this game, which is surprising for Dallas games. But they've gone over in 7 straight games now since starting the season, 8 straight unders. So this has been a shrieky team when it comes to totals. They lost 7-2 in their last game against Minnesota. I I was joking around with Terry that game. He was like, yeah, some of the wild bets made you money. I was like, yeah, I could have thrown a dartboard at a Minnesota Wild player and it would have got me a point. So
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I like the over in this game. It was very concerning seeing how Dallas played defensively the other night. And it would be a lean towards Dallas in this spot here as a favorite at home. This has been kind of concerning for the Blues lately. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. They did beat San Jose 4-1 to break that streak. We did have St. Louis that night. But it'd be a lean towards Dallas in the over for me here, but no play.
Fair enough. Can't wait to fade the Coyotes versus Oilers and pay -300 for it. Good luck. Pistons at the end let Warriors get the win. I will say, I really wish I took the Pistons plus 9.5. Well, we're not going to get into that. Underdog parlay, college football, Wake Forest, like it. Yes, that's a personal play, not a big play for us. Michigan State, yes, and Texas, yes to Texas. Chattanooga, we're on the other side. Man, I'm taking the points and gonna. Me and Nick are both on VCU. I know the Parleys are all over Chattanooga, as you like to rate it, but me and Nick we're on VCU and we're on the under. So there you go. No fading more against big dogs and their odds. Bad teams are bad teams. Odds of abs yesterday was so tricky.
It was. That's why I just went over.
Fair enough. You got 3 more hockey games to go over. Go to Vegas for the next game. Vegas Golden Knights hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets. Golden Knights 145 favorites, total of 5.5. 9-5 for the Columbus Blue Jackets. 10-7 for Vegas in this one. Where are you looking for this one, Nick?
Yeah, Vegas has surprised me lately. They've played pretty good hockey, and they've done it without tons of their players. I feel like I mention this every day when breaking down these Vegas games, but they're still finding ways to win hockey games. No Shea Theodore, no William Carrier, no William Karlsson, no Jonathan Marchessault, no Alec Martinez, no Nolan Patrick, no Max Pacioretty, and they continue to get the jobs done. And I'm not a huge fan of these Columbus Blue Jackets. Yes, they've started off so good, 9-5, better than I expected here, but give me the Golden Knights in this spot here at home. I would also lean towards potentially a first period over. I know how good this Vegas team first period over is at home. They tend to play quicker and more offensively at home rather than when they're on the road, where their games generally tend to trend more towards the under. I like potentially a team total over for the Vegas Golden Knights here. You can get that at +3 or 3.5 at +130. I wouldn't hate that play either. I like Vegas Golden Knights here at a short -145 price.
That's fair. Any feelings on FSU in college football? They're against Boston College and 2-point dogs. This is a must-win game for Florida State. They need to win both games to be bowl eligible. So it's a must-win game. But it is on the road and it is against Boston College. So it is going to be a tougher game for them. So I don't know if I can necessarily say yes or no to that one.
Lean towards FSU, but no.
There you go. Vegas line fishy.
Not really.
Mr. Nika wants to take the over in the Vegas game. Don't mind that. Under 200.
Yeah, I had the Vegas game around a -155, -160 projected line. So I don't think it should be all the way up to -200. They're still missing a bunch of players.
That's fair. Lex says he has a purse. Aw, you have a purse? I'm pretty sure it's pretty with you. A shot of Sailors Jerry in a few minutes. Gatorade Chaser. Oh, okay. That's okay. That'll be a lock. Lex drinking during a stream. That's a lock. Even though it's 11 a.m. That's a lock. Yep. I have some people. Hi, Rat. How you doing? What up, Lex Steele? Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Michigan football against Maryland? They're 15.5-point favorites.
Wayne, Michigan, I think.
At this point, Michigan knows they need to win, and they need to win in really good fashion. So I guess they'd lean towards Michigan football, but no play on that one. I like Michigan State football more than Michigan football right now. Oilers -1.5. Are we even on that game yet? Oh, that'll be what, the next game? Yeah, we get the next game.
Transition, yeah.
Perfect. 2 games left, but Chicago Blackhawks in Edmonton taking on the Oilers, minus 220 in this game. Total of 6.5. 5-9-2 for Chicago, 12-4 for Edmonton. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Yeah, this is one game that the line's really gotten away from me. I really liked. I bet it yesterday, and the line's gone. The line's gone against what I bet by around 30 cents. I have 2 plays on this game, both of them on a side, because I ended up jumping on one this morning as well when I saw the line. I'm on Chicago here, minus the one, plus the goal and a half at minus 125, and I got him at plus 170 yesterday. This Chicago team, don't look now, but they've won 4 straight games since they fired their head coach. And I'm gonna ride with this Chicago team until they lose. And this is gonna be a very difficult game. Don't get me wrong. They are coming off of a nice 4-2 win over Seattle. I do like this game for Chicago because Edmonton's coming off of a huge win, a revenge game from 2 nights ago, or from the 2 nights before that, where they lost 5-2 to Edmonton, and a revenge spot from last year in the playoffs where they got swept by Winnipeg. So this is a spot where I think Chicago could come in, and this could be a potential flat spot as well for these Edmonton Oilers. I had this game projected more like 140-ish, 150-ish rather than 200 for Edmonton. So it's Chicago here on the puck line and on the money line for me.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
The Blackhawks are going to win today.
Hey, there you go. The Michigan line apparently has gone up a point since yesterday. Miss Nika loves Michigan. All right, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Fair enough. MSU all day and Vikings tomorrow. We're actually going to be against the Vikings tomorrow.
Our circa team is.
Yeah, our circuit team is. Utah Jazz better win today. Yeah, winning is 1 point. They need to cover too. Goalie isn't great for Chicago.
It's supposed to be Marc-Andre Fleury? Oh, it's projected Kevin Lankinen today. Still, it's Stuart Skinner projected in net potentially for these Edmonton Oilers. So neither of these goalies are good. I'll lean towards the over as well.
Fair enough. Final hockey game of the day. Washington Capitals at San Jose taking on the Sharks. Capitals a minus 120 favorite. 6-point total in this game. 10-2-5 for the Caps. 8-7-1 for the Sharks. Where are you going with this one?
Yeah, one of my favorite teams so far to bet on this year in the NHL has been the Washington Capitals. They've been a lot of fun to bet on. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. They're coming off of a 2-0 win against the Kings at minus 102. I cashed a ticket on them there. I also had them in their last, I want to say, for their last 5. I've bet them in their last 5 games, and I'm 4-1 doing it. And I'm not going to stop now. I like Washington in this spot. A cheap minus 120 price versus a San Jose Sharks team I don't particularly trust, and I've been fading most of the season. I'm going to continue to do that today here. I like Washington in this spot around the minus 120. They've looked really good this year. They're 10-2-5. They're one of the top teams in the Metro Division. They're 5th in the NHL with 3.41 goals scored per game. They're 3rd in the NHL, only allowing 2.29 goals per game. And they play a really good grind them out and then beat them at the end type of team this Capitals team is. So I like the Capitals here in this spot.
Fair enough. Back to the chat, and then we get to go and head to some NBA. Miss Danica loves the over for Baylor today. I just looked it up. The lines are around 140. Me and Nick have it lined around a 140.5. So no value on that one. You like UTSA in football, and then Chattanooga, and maybe it's Miss Danica. Just close your UTSA fine. Chattanooga we're against. We're on VCU today. Baylor should go way over. Should. But we don't have any money on that one. It's a slight lean towards the over, half a point. So Caps line definitely looks fishy. I don't think so. I got 2 units on the Caps. There you go. Feeling excited, feel good about today. Good luck. Oh, well, that's one way to approach it. Caps minus 2.5.
What's the Caps puck line tonight? It's plus 175.
Of course, Nick and Tim, you're against the Vikings tomorrow.
No,
we're not against them.
Our
Somebody
team
on
is.
somebody on our circuit team is. So, and I'm not going to disclose name because I don't know if they have a play on it. Rutgers plus 17.5. Is that basketball or football? Probably football.
I want to say football. And let me see if I can get a projected line for that real quick.
Yeah, Rutgers don't play basketball today.
Rutgers. I have them projected as 16.5-point dogs against Penn State, so I guess a small lean towards them.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be riding with them Cheeseheads pride of Michigan State going to shut ish. No, okay. We're not against Green Bay. We're not betting that game. One of our circuit members has Green Bay. We're not going to be betting. We're not going to be betting against.
I like the under in that game, if anything.
Michigan State versus Ohio State. I like Michigan State. You like the under. Public is hammering now. It's over 70.5. Yeah, I don't like the total in that game. I like Michigan State. Caps puck line plus 190. There you go.
There you go.
NBA time. Yes. Packers -1. Sure, but we're not betting that game. I will say out of the 9 NBA games, and you guys know how much I love my volume, I have 3 plays. This is an ugly slate. I don't like today's slate.
Fair enough. Let's get into it, though. The New York Knicks are hosting the Houston Rockets in this spot here. Knicks 11.5-point home favorites in this one, a total of 213 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, this is one of the lines I got a bad line. I got 211. I still find there's a lot of value. Even more. Well, I have it at 2. Sorry, it should be a 213 now. Yoink. There we go. I still like the under. I like the under even more, even with the line moving up. I have this line at a 203.5. I think there's a low scoring. Houston, not really a good scoring team, and right now my number for the Knicks is 197.8 or something. So they're a low-scoring team in general. So I'm going to go under in this game. I think we get a low-scoring, sloppy game, like a 90 to 88 or something like that. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think Houston probably covers, but I'm not interested in this one. I'm not interested in the side. I like the total. I like the under.
Yeah, I'm on the under as well. And I had this game projected at 10. So it'd be a lean towards the road dogs at plus 11.5 with the Rockets here.
The thing is, the Knicks don't cover as big favorites, so I'm not really too interested in that. Over in the Oklahoma and Iowa State game, that's football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pass.
Pass on that game. You'll be against the Vikings? Fair enough. I wonder why Kansas State favored. They haven't played anyone.
It's fishy. Yeah, I like Kansas State in that
Baylor.
game. I'm leaning Kansas State in that game just because it's a ranked team that's a dog against a non-ranked team. It's the same situation. I mean, Utah's I think 24 ranked, but it's the same situation with that game against Oregon, which I think Oregon loses today.
Fair enough. You're right. Ugly state for the NBA. The spread are F. Yeah, no. I know, Tim, relax here. I hear you. It's a circuit pick. You're good. You're good. Hey, we'll be against each other. That's fine. Knicks must W. Yes, Knicks must win this game as 11.5-point favorites. That is a good statement to have. Jazz -7 all day, every day. And you know I'm already on that. But we'll jump into the next game.
Yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans there. Sorry, I was staring off into the numbers here. New Orleans 7-point road dogs against Indiana. Total 211. Go.
Yeah, this is one of the games
It's 208.5. It's 208.5 now.
Oh wow. Okay, that dropped. I'll fix it. But yeah, this is. I bet on 3 games today. I have a lot more action in college basketball. That's where I'm going to be focusing today. But no, this is an ugly game. The Pacers are a 7-point favorite on a back-to-back. Pelicans are on a back-to-back as well. So neither of these teams I'm interested in. I have this total lines. I had it 207. So no, this is not a game I'm interested in. I don't really like to play games on 2 teams on second legs of back-to-backs. That just cause for chaos, and I'm not interested in that right now. So pass on this game.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I'm passing. I had this game lined at 7.5. It's 7. No value here.
Fair enough. Back to the chat. You let Oklahoma over. Okay, that's football. Under in the next game, yes. Villanova and the over. Let's go for a shootout. Nova is against Tennessee today. Are they favorited? I thought they were favored.
Nova was 2.5-point favorites last time I saw.
There you go. So I don't mind that. And the over, we didn't have a line for that one because there was not enough games on the Tennessee side. This card sucks. Yes, it does. Pacers -6 if you really want to. Villanova total should go to the moon. Pell's under. If anything, I guess Pell's under, but I'm not really interested in that one. They seem to play better at home. Who does? Pacers. Yeah, I guess.
Who doesn't play better at home though?
Pacers 4-2 this year. That makes them 2-9 on the road. So yeah, that's a little bit of an understatement. We'll go ahead and move on.
Yeah, Washington Wizards host the Miami Heat in this game. Heat 1-point road favorites in this game. Total 209.5. It's now down to 208.5. Where are you looking for this one?
This one could be possibly a play later on in the day. I'm looking at Washington 6-1 at home. They've been playing really well at home. So 4-4 on the road. Miami, I don't know what's going on with them. They're up and down and injuries galore. Butler, Bam, and Lowry never all play on the same game for the past week and a half. I really don't know what we're expecting out of this team. I would be leaning towards the Washington Wizards. They've been hot. I know they lost their last game, which was they lost their last game in Miami. Now they're in Washington. But yeah, I think with that one, Washington kind of controlled that game for a little bit and then completely fell apart in the third quarter. I think Washington has a decent shot to win this game. Keep an eye on either the Picks and Parleys site or on the thing. I'll probably have the Washington Wizards later on in the day. Right now, I don't have it.
Yeah, I stayed off this game. It would be a lean towards the Heat in this spot. I had this game projected around 2.5. So not enough for me to go ahead and bet this game, but I passed on this one.
Fair enough. Doesn't Oilers play better away?
Give me 2 seconds. I can tell you.
Wizards +1. I don't mind that. Well, you look that up. We'll go ahead and move on to the next game, though, for the NBA. Actually, we'll let you just.
No, the Oilers don't play better on the road. They're 7-1 at home, and they're 5-3 on the road.
There you go. We'll go ahead and move on to the next NBA game of the day, Nick.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, one team that does play better on the road than they do at home, I've noticed this year, is the Patriots. But next game, we have the Charlotte Hornets at the Atlanta Hawks. Definitely a team that definitely plays better at home, the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point home favorites. Total 226 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, that's an understatement. 6-1 home record for Atlanta Hawks. That makes it a 1-8 on the road. Yeah, they're not a road team. Not even close. And this may seem like the scary move. I'm going under. Under in these two games, even though these two teams are normally heavy over teams, or they're two teams that can shoot the ball. Charlotte's on a second leg of a back-to-back, and Atlanta, they definitely have their woes. I think there's a good Atlanta spot just because it is on a second leg of a back-to-back. But I like the under. I have this one. Actually, this is my favorite NBA play of the day. I have this lined around 213. It's a 13-point swing on that point, and I like the under in this game.
Yeah, I'm on the under as well in this one, and I have this game handicapped at 4. I think this is too many points here for the Hawks, or for the Hawks to lay here. I'm on the Charlotte Hornets here, plus the 7 points as well. I think they keep it relatively close in this game.
I don't mind that at all. Well, keep in mind, Hawks do play better at home. Miami under lean Whiz Kids. I would be leaning towards the Whiz Kids too. We'll see how the early slate goes, and maybe I might bet them. Hawks -6. Guess you guys are going to be on opposite sides. But we'll go ahead and keep moving on because we got 5 games left on today's slate.
Yeah, Oklahoma City Thunder are at the Boston Celtics in this one. Celtics 9.5-point home favorites in this one with a total of 207. Your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, this is another pass game for me. I'll tell you, I have one more play on today's slate. I'm going to be passing on the next couple. You get Boston on a second leg of a back-to-back. They just played a big game against the Lakers and won pretty nicely. If anything, it's probably a slight lean towards Oklahoma City. Just because Boston on a second leg of a back-to-back, Oklahoma City's a little bit more rested. They did play last night in Milwaukee and lost. But I don't know. This is just not a thing. I'm not laying a 9.5 on a team on a second leg of a back-to-back, and I don't like the Thunder. So lean Thunder, if anything, but nothing in this one.
Yeah, this is another stay off here for me. I had this game projected around 11, so I guess I'll lean towards Boston for me. I cashed the ticket on Boston last night, minus the 1 against the Lakers, but I'm not going back to the all today. Pass here.
Hawks under is now 228. I still got 227 on my book, right?
Yeah.
Refresh lines. Yep, still 227 on my book, so that's fine. Atlanta under, yes. And one of us will win. Exactly. You reversed teased Celtics Hornets yesterday, which hit. There you go. I believe it was called Pleasers, right?
Yeah.
Reverse. Yeah. Over 207 in that game. I don't mind it. Except for maybe a look at the team total under for Oklahoma City. It's been one of my staples all year. So it's at a 99. So it's a little bit scary, but it's low. But honestly, it's low for a reason. We'll go ahead and move on to this beauty of a game.
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies are at the Minnesota Timberwolves here. Timberwolves 2.5-point home favorites, total 219.5. Where are you looking here?
Yeah, this is another game I pass on. Just Memphis has been up and down this year and very inconsistent, and can't really get a feel on them. And then Timberwolves is the exact same deal. Both these two teams, 8-7 for Memphis, 6-9 for Minnesota. They cover certain game. Yeah, this is just an ugly one. Probably a lean towards the Memphis Grizzlies as slight dogs, but not enough for me to want to get to this game.
Yeah, I think I have one more play on this game, which is on the last game of the slate, so I'm going to be passing on this one.
Yeah, 3 games left. We're going to just keep running through them.
Orlando Magic at the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks 11-point home favorites, total 214.5, now up to 215.5. Where are you looking for this one?
Yeah, I know I'm going to sound repetitive. This is another pass. I think both teams. Orlando played last night. Yep, Orlando played last night and Milwaukee played last. Both teams on second legs of back-to-backs. I am not laying 11 points on the Bucks today on a second leg of back-to-back. Yes, they are getting healthier, but no, that does not mean I want to back them. Orlando, same deal. I'm not taking 11 points with them. I still think that this one could easily be a 15-point game, or it could be an 8-point game. I don't really have a good feeling on this one. Total, I have around a 213. Not interested in the total at all. This one's a pass for me.
Yeah, this was another pass for me as well. I had this game handicapped at 12, so I guess a 1-point lean towards Milwaukee in this spot. But once again, I'm not interested in getting involved in this game. I have one more play today, and it's not in this game, so pass.
Yeah, I got one more play today, and it's in this one.
But, Utah. Yeah.
Omar says Bucks. Good luck. Good luck.
Yep. But we're looking at Utah and Sacramento in this game. Sacramento 8-point road favorites, my bad. Total 211 in this game. Your thoughts and your last play of the day.
I was so high on the Kings coming into this year, and man, have they proved me wrong. I will be all over the Jazz today. Kings on a second leg of a back-to-back. They got beat bad by a Toronto team that was on a second leg of a back-to-back. I'm not impressed with this Sacramento team right now. I think this is another bad spot for them. Utah has been playing better. 10-5. They've been getting the job done. They won their last 2 games, last 3 out of 5. I think they get the job done today. I think they win by double digits against Sacramento. So I'm on the Jazz.
Yeah, I laid off this game. I was leaning towards the home dog in this spot, but I didn't get involved in this game.
Fair enough. I would be more inclined to go to the under instead of the Bucks. I will say that, but I don't like either. Final game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, and then we've made it to the final game of the day here. The Philadelphia 76ers are at the Portland Trailblazers here. Blazers 6 points. Home favorites, total of 217. Your thoughts on this one?
This is another case. These are two teams that I really can't get a handle on. 76ers, long road trip, still without Embiid. Embiid will come back the first game back in Philadelphia. Blazers, I don't know what's going on. But one thing that has been going on is that they're good at home. They're 7-1 at home, which makes them 1-7 on the road. And Philadelphia on a long road trip. It would be a lean towards Portland in this game. I personally laid off this one. It's just not a spot I want to get to once again. I have a lot of action in college basketball. I don't need to force plays in the NBA today. I'm passing on this game.
Yeah, this is where my last play of the day is. And yeah, Portland's looked really good recently. They've won back-to-back games. They are playing a 76ers team that is struggling as of late. I think the Blazers do win this game, but this is too many points. I like the Sixers plus the points here. I think they keep it semi-close. I believe this is a front end of a back-to-back. Could be a potential look-ahead spot here for the Portland Trailblazers. I know they play the Nuggets tomorrow, I think. So that's a much bigger game, I think, for the Portland Trailblazers than the 76ers game. So I think that this is a spot where the Sixers keep it close or potentially upset this game. I think at the end of the day, Blazers win, but it's going to be closer than people think.
Let's see. Do they? No, they don't. Portland does not play tomorrow. Nuggets play the Suns.
Their next game is against Nuggets, though.
Portland next game against Nuggets on Tuesday.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, but that's it. Utah minus points. Yes. Unders, all back-to-backs. In fact, reverse tease parlay. All right, that's fair. Blazers -6. I don't mind that. Who has more live sports? And Blazers going under the 210. 76ers ready to go home. Yes, they are. Because they know when they go home, they get Embiid back. But we've made it. We've made it to the end of the stream. Some housekeeping before we do a recap and then head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and the merch, all linked down below. Check out Picks and Parleys team. Craig did his show earlier. I believe Higgs is live now. He is. I'm gonna go ahead and put his link in the chat so that you guys will be able to go over to him after today's thing. So there we go. But he's live now. Allie at 1:30. No game time decision today. That will be back on Monday. Put plenty of free content, free pick videos and stuff coming out today on all the channels. So go ahead and make sure you guys check them out. Out $5 on an afternoon parlay I posted earlier for $499 profit. That sucks. What happened to NHL props, Nick?
I just didn't have enough time to handicap them today.
Fair enough. Hawks -1.5 first quarter. Fair. When I hit next 12-leg parlay, I'll get a ghost. I'll be the guest host on the Earle Sportsnet show. That is fair. Let's do this. You hit we'll give you a little bit more leeway. If you hit a 9-legger or better.
And send a screenshot to us on Twitter.
And screenshot.
Or Facebook.
And it cannot be a parlay of a bunch of -900s and 1000s. That does not count.
Has to be what, plus 1,200, 1,300 then?
Yeah, has to be plus 12, 1,300 in order to do it. So, or not out. Or fair enough. Whatever you want to do. But recap for today. Light slate in the NBA. I got the under in the Knicks game, under in the Hornets game, and the Jazz -7. Nick?
Yeah, looking at today's slate, on Colgate +11, and then I forgot the other basketball game we went over. I'm on South Alabama plus the 27.5, 28.
We're on the over in that UNCAA
over in that.
game.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Or under. Over.
Under. I don't remember. Under.
Go back in the stream. I don't remember. I have so many games today.
Yeah. I'm on the Zips plus 13.5. I'm on the Islanders money line, the Coyotes money line, Vegas money line, Chicago Blackhawks money line, and puck line. Those are both a unit each. Whatever. And the Capitals money line. I'm on the Hornets plus 7, the Sixers plus 6, the under in New York and Houston, and the under in Charlotte and Atlanta.
All right, Nick, finish out the stream for today.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earle Sports Bets, where we go live, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bets show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, with my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bets show. Thank you guys, and good luck.